Hello everyone, I am Saloni Srivastava, Area Chair Training, Learning and Development, and I have with me Dr. Saumendra Mohanty, Professor and Area Chair of Business Analytics and Artificial Intelligence at Lloyd Business School. So sir, now business analytics is a very intricate field which involves something related to technology, and for a layman like me and many others who don't know what it is, can you help us understand how is business analytics helpful for someone in HR background, for example?
Saloni, let me first explain what is business analytics in a very layman term. It's like converting all the decision, all the phenomenon into a data. Data can be number, text, image or video.
Yes.
And then looking at the past behavior of the data, like how is the data behaved in the past, looking at the patterns. That is called descriptive part. And based on that, using some algorithm like stats and maths, we predict what's going to happen in the future.
Okay.
So it's not actually a science, it is actually a multidisciplinary type of system where we use mathematics, we use statistics, we use tools, we use logic, we use everything. At the end of the day, we are just predicting something which is going to happen based on the data.
All right.
So coming back to your point on HR, till now we were only talking about a business pain point, which is attrition which happens.
Definitely.
So using business analytics, we can actually predict what's going to be the attrition.
Really?
Given your various parameters like distance from your house, whether you are getting coffee or not, what's your salary, what's your promotion time period, I can actually predict based on the previous data what's going to be the churn. But going much beyond that, that is basically some part of analytics in HR. Actually, when a lot of people are applying in LinkedIn these days, and they said, okay, I'm not getting any reply, because nobody is actually going through those resumes.
Right.
It's basically an algorithm which is going through that. For example, when you actually apply in HR against some job posting, so your resume is converted into a vector, which is a number.
Right.
The job description itself is another vector, which is a number. So look at the angle between them and look at the cosine of the angle. If the cosine theta is 0, both are similar documents, so it's a perfect match. As the angle increases towards 90, it goes towards 0. So based on that, the algorithm automatically rejects a resume.
Okay.
And then there's a favorite question, tell me something about yourself. You don't have to ask that. Go to the social media, extract the data, convert all your opinions and beliefs that you post into a sentiment analysis, which is again a number between -1 and +1. And I can put again a number. 1 means you are a very positive personality, -1 is a very negative, 0 is neutral. So HR is actually embrace analytics and AI in a very, very big way, and they are doing it to increase the productivity. Like for example, we both are talking, and let's say I am appearing in an interview. Just analyzing my facial expressions, you can actually predict whether I am lying, whether I am bluffing, or whether I am honest.
You have taken me back to my class 12 days with the cosine example, and I will blame you for all the nightmares that I'll get after this. But coming back to various areas, how, for example, business analytics will help someone with a marketing background?
Well, marketing and sales are the first people who have got into analytics. First of all, you are always analyzing your past sales, profit, EBITDA, expenses through visualization to understand what has happened. And then you answer why it has happened.
Right.
And the next logical question the CMO or CEO will ask, now given this trend, what's likely going to be happen and how are you going to do that?
Right.
So you are again using a lot of algorithms to actually project or predict profit, sales or any other parameter related to sales and marketing, for which you need a decision.
Definitely.
So it's basically just analyzing and predicting. Only thing is that let's not restrict data to a number. Data can be a text also.
Right.
Like your ChatGPT or inputting some text and the prediction again is some text. So data is everything, image, video, music, text, number, everything.
Very interesting. So in HR, we can predict personalities of individuals to understand their future patterns of behaviors, and in marketing also, using the same skills, we can probably guess the patterns of purchase and sale and all of that, and your internal sales structure as well.
Yeah, you basically whether you're going to perform well, whether you're going to achieve your target or not.
Right.
In HR, the CCTV cameras are capturing all the individuals, and based on your smiles, they can predict whether it's a fake smile, artificial smile, natural smile, whether you're happy or not. Human actually are replacing humans with humanoids everywhere.
True.
The algorithms are slowly taking over.
Yeah, and that reminds me, I was watching a podcast in there. Some restaurateur actually said that we sometimes observe how happily people are eating food or how sadly they're eating food depending on their expressions in various CCTV cameras. So I think we take a very preliminary approach to what is a CCTV footage, which is just for observation. But I think AI is using it in a much...
Actually it is just not the CCTV footage, that is just a data. We feed the data into an algorithm,
right,
and it starts predicting whether the person is happy, sad and all.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm knows what is happy, what is neutral, what is sad.
Definitely. Now we are left with finance. So I'm sure there are a lot of applications of finance. Can you tell me something which is unknown to the common people?
Well, one of the most important things that everybody gets into in finance, even non-finance, is stock market. Everybody gets into stock market. So how do you predict the stock market? Price for tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 30 days. So one is historical stock market price. So that's not enough. There are a lot of forecasting techniques.
Right.
But the stock market behaves based on the news, the sentiments. So we convert the current news into a number through sentiment analysis and infuse that with all the ERIMA and other stock market techniques, which is just the number, and the output is basically a very good prediction. In fact, in AI we call it long and short term memory coupled with sentiment analysis,
right,
and that can give a far better prediction than normal financial modeling that is being done today. So finance analytics is actually emerging. In fact, I would say almost everybody, all analytics, whether it's sales, marketing, HR, financial aspects, they're all using analytics to actually come to a much better decision. It's basically data which is taking the decision.
Definitely. So you keep using this term sentiment analysis. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
See, I go to a hotel and I say, look, I'm not happy with the hotel, but I'm happy with the food. I didn't like the behavior of the waiter, but I could understand that the swimming pool is very good and the ambience overall is good. Now, is it a good sentence or a bad sentence? Very confusing sentence. If you give a star rating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you are very happy, you will give 5.
Right.
But if I am very happy, I will never go beyond 3. So star is no longer the method. So everybody looks at the reviews, the hotel reviews, or even the e-commerce purchase like Flipkart and Amazon. You generally read all the reviews. Now those reviews are very confusing. So to convert that into a number between -1 and +1.
Okay.
+1 is highest, which is positive. So if I get a review of 0.6, so what I'll do, I'll take all the 10,000 reviews of a hotel, put that into an algorithm as a hotel owner, and if I say overall it is 0.6, so I'm happy. But then I'll filter those which are in the negative, and I'll take corrective action only against those reviews.
Very
and make the service even better. So it's user for a consumer, it's good for the owner also. Otherwise the entire thing becomes very subjective. The idea of analytics is convert that subjectivity into an objectivity. You try to make everything into a number, objective number.
So we have actually come back to basics where, at the beginning of education, there were only 4 subjects: theology, maths, theology, maths, psychology, and one more which I'm forgetting. But, maths is where it all comes down to, breaking everything down to numbers. So I think this is a nice preliminary exercise in understanding the basics of business analytics, especially from the perspective of a management student.
Right.
So I think, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And I hope this is a long series where we can do, multiple episodes of this and help our audiences as well.
Look forward to Saloni. Thank you so much.
Thank you.